all spirits. Like, we don't have anything to do with that. Because doing that is kind of like being a lukewarm Christian. Your foot is half in, but half out as well. You're not quite in, you're not quite out.
I never thought that can happen like
That's
that.
definitely demonic, because you need the girl's blood.
They often bring along individuals sensitive to or capable of perceiving spirits, such as the grand.
Hi mga kachupa, good morning. Maaga po tayo ngayon. Nandito ko sa work ng asawa ko. At nag-i-impake siya ng mga kailanganin niya i-deliver. Medyo maingay. Pakita kayo. Yan. Ginagawa niya. Medyo maaga ngayon mga kachupa. Alas 6. Actually mga late na yan. Kasi minsan pag maaga kami, gumigising kami 4 or 5 ng umaga. By 6, nasa kalsada na kami. Sa mama ko kasi mga kachupa, wala akong gagawin sa bahay. Tsaka yung mga kids naman ang nandun sa bahay. So sila naman ang kasama ni Kit. Kaya yung mga de-deliver namin. Eh, galing. Nailib na naman ako. Parang naglalaro na asawa ko. I think last na to. Dito na yung ka-work niya. Hi mga kachupa, nandito na ako sa loob ng truck at mag-i-start na kaming mag-deliver. Wala, natutuwa lang ako pagka ganitong may mga gawain na sama-sama ko sa asawa ko. Natutuwa lang ako kasi instead na nasa bahay ako, wala akong magawa, lagi ako nakahiga, lagi ako naglilinis. Eh, samahan ko naman paminsan-minsan yung asawa ko, no? Sasama muna ako. Wala talaga akong magawa mga kachupa. Mag-ano na tayo, mag-iyahe na tayo. How many minutes we can?
As soon as we're done eating.
Hi mga kachupa, nag-stop kami dito sa Quick Trip dahil para ako masusuka. So, kakain muna ako ng parang sopas nila. Pero hindi siya sopas. Ang tawag sa kanya is ham cheesy emerald. Puro may emerald. Kain tayo mga kachupa. Kanina, nakikinig kami ng story about mo dito sa aming truck. Bill, cannot open. Parang siyang creamy, cheesy creamy emerald. ham pala, creamy, cheesy cream ham with ham. Kakinig kami sa mga story about black magic, yung mga ganyan-ganyan. Ano daw yun, masasama daw yun. Ako dito asawa ko kasi lagi nakikinig ng mga podcast, yung mga story truth to life, yung mga ganyan. Marami na ako natututunan mga kachupa. Actually, kung hindi kami naging Christian, siguro yung pananaw namin sa buhay parang same pa rin noon. Yung parang wala kaming paninindigan, kayod lang ng kayod hanggang magkumita ng pera, yung ganun, mukhang pera talaga yung ganun. Ngayon, iba na. Pagka Christian ka, parang mas na yung family mo. Parang mas priority mo na yung pamilya mo kaysa sa trabaho mo. Actually, okay din naman yung may trabaho kaysa walang trabaho, di ba? Ang inaano ko lang ba, kahit na yung hindi ba siya, na hindi nakakasagawal sa mga oras na pagsisimba, yung mga ganon. Snow pa rin. But we're talking about earlier. Can I bite?
It's egg, sausage, and cheese.
Sarap!
Good?
You're talking about earlier?
Remember.
You told me that some monk, when they try to go to being Christian, change being Christian, they get tested by the devil and then they go back to being monk.
Oh yeah. They have a near-death experience, so they get scared. And then they go
every monk they get experience that, or some people only?
Just some I hear story about. He used to be a Christian too, and he changed back.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a huge mistake that he changed back.
Yeah.
But you know, if that's what he believes, then that's what he believes. You're not going to convince him. The truth is, you can't really convince anybody.
Hmm?
The only thing you can do is put the word out there. Put the word out there, and then they can choose to believe it or not.
So why you decided to go back?
Because he was telling me that the old guy he saw keep bothering him so that he can't sleep, he can't live, so he has to go. And then when he come back, they leave him alone. But he has a lot of contradiction because in the shaman religion, we don't involve God. Like it's all spirits. Like we don't have anything to do with that. But when he came back and he did the shaman practice, he mixed it with like Christian teachings and like shaman stuff together. It's like he just recreated something different, something new.
That's bad.
Of course that's bad. Because doing that is kind of like being a lukewarm Christian. Your foot is half in but half out as well. You're not quite in, you're not quite out. You got one foot in the door and one foot out the door.
Yeah.
So when you're stuck in between, that's just not good. Jesus said, my Father will spit you out if you're neither hot or cold. So you're either with him or you're not with him. You can't be in between. And he's like that because even my mom and dad, they say that too. They say that he's kind of like a holy shaman. You can't do that. There's no such thing. According to the Christian teachings, even in the Bible, they don't speak of anything like that where angel's going to give you powers, God going to give you powers. You're going to be a chosen healer or whatever. It doesn't work that way. God wants you to be reliant on him. He doesn't want you to be. He doesn't tell you that you should be independent like that because that means that you're not worshiping him. It sounds like that's something that demons would do because if they know that they're giving people powers like that, people become independent and self-reliant. So now they're thinking like, I don't need God because I could do this by myself.
A lot of story that we hear today. There's a shaman just to what's it called? They use a black magic to fall in love to the girl, and they use their menstrual period to do that. And then I said, that's crazy. I never thought that it can happen like that.
That's definitely demonic because you need the girl's blood. There's nothing holy about that.
And then when they started to change being Christian, the black magic is not working anymore. I kind of like, it's crazy.
Because it's a lie. It's a deception. When you bring God into your life, the light reveals all the darkness. So it's gone. It erases it. They were living a lie their entire life because she was never really in love with him.
But I thought,
just a spell.
baby, I thought that God give being having a baby, right? So that means when they get married, God bless them have a baby.
God will always bless us even when we don't believe in him. You know what I mean? God blesses a lot of people even when they don't believe in God. That's why I said that even in my past when I was bitter against him, I didn't follow him, I did not rely on him or believe in him. He's still helping me and blessing me and protecting me. I just never knew. I just never noticed it.
Because I thought that God only gonna bless you when you are good. But I just figured it out that even though you're not good,
Well, God
always love you.
God
bless
loves
you.
everybody equally. That's what I truly believe.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you've done.
That's what I thought before, cause
if you're good or bad.
yeah, because that's what I thought before. Like, even though you're not good to your parents, God always bless you with kids.
But see, the reason why it's like that is because God doesn't want you to think that you have to do something to earn his blessings.
Yeah.
He gives everybody.
That's what I
equal
thought
love.
before.
So
That's what I thought
for you
before.
to love him in return, it's a choice. That's why he gave us free will. So whether you believe in him or not, he's still going to bless you because that's just how much he loves us. And until you realize it, that your actions does not matter. And if your actions are good, why you shouldn't be nice because you feel like you have to.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
should be
talking
nice
about.
because you want to. And that's what God wants. He wants you to choose it. He doesn't want you to do it because, oh, I want your blessings. I'm just being nice so that you're going to bless me.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't matter. Your actions doesn't matter.
The important thing is what's inside of you.
Mhm.
Right?
Even Jesus said, it's your heart that I want. I want your heart.
Kasi ang akala ko nung nasa Philippines ako, when I was in the Philippines, all I thought is do good. So God will bless you, you know. It's not that way. God's always gonna bless you whatever happens, whether you're bad or good. And I just figured out that those people, I heard some of a story that even they are good, bad things happen to them. That's why I believe that, you know, everyone tested.
I used to think that God was bad for doing that.
Yeah.
Now I understand that even though sometimes bad things happen to good people, there's a good reason behind it. It's not because He doesn't love you. There's a reason for it. Well, I'm not bitter anymore. I come to understand it better.
I thought it's just like, you know, it's just like a quote like people use, that they pretending to be good and then they saying that why I'm being good but God always give me bad situation or bad something like that.
But sometimes it could mean it could mean that you have a lot of growing up to do, maturing to do, some
I really
spiritual
didn't like
growth.
that. I taste like tea.
That's healthy.
Relate to me, but I thought you were not eating that anymore.
I bought it the other day and I decided to eat some.
Nakatawa ko rin sa asawa ko eh. Kasi sabi niya,
I wanted to see if I'm still allergic. Yeah, because I eat it and then I don't get itchy, so maybe it's something else. Because I decided to eat it again, see if it does the same thing, but it didn't do it.
maybe the one that you ate expired.
No, I don't think so. But I didn't get itchy, so
Because before, when he eat this, he got a lot of rashes on
Oh, he just
on
like
his
that.
skin. What's that?
the treadmill.
Ano lang ako mga kachupa kasi 'di ba sa Philippines nga parang sarado yung isip natin na mag-Christian, yung mga ganyan-ganyan. Na ano pa ako kasi yung isip ko noon nung hindi pa ako Christian, Catholic ako 'di ba? Parang ang daming nang nagyaya sa akin mag-Christian ka. Supervisor ko, yung mga ganyan, yung mga alam mo yun, yung close friend ko, nagyaya ako maging Christian. Pero sa isip-isip ko nung time na yun, parang paka-religious mo naman, ganyan-ganyan. Yung ano mo ba yun? Pero ngayon ako na yung nagiging ganun mga kachupa, hindi ko alam kung paano. Bakit nagaganyan? Bakit ako, alam mo yun? Ngayon parang gusto ko na ano yung mga kaibigan ko na mag-Christian sila para mabuksan yung utak
We've reached a significant milestone on our YouTube journey.
Ano tayo? Nakikinig muna kami ng podcast mga kachupa.
Comments and shares have propelled us forward, allowing us to reach this exciting.
May snow pa
Your
rin.
engagement and enthusiasm inspire us to create content, and
Ito
we
yung
are
kanal
committed
nila,
to
oh.
delivering even more
Yung kanal
valuable
naging snow, oh.
previous tenants.
Hi mga kachupa! Taba ko pa rin dito. Bakit kaya? Parang akong naka-earphone no, pagka nakaganto. Ay nako, tanggalin ko nga muna to. Parang nasisikitan na yung aking ano. Parang naiinitan na yung aking loob ng katawan. Pang 3 deliver na namin to. Ay, yung chichika ko kanina kasi may chichika ako nawala na tuloy sa isip ko. Meron kasi kami pinapakinggan na ano na podcast dito sa truck. Kakarinig ko yan. Siyempre, naiintindihan ko rin kung ano yung mga English. Naiintindihan ko na rin. Kaya alam, pag sasabihin ko na yung English, wala na. Parang nauutal pa rin ako. Pero pagka nakakarinig ako ng English, nakakaintindi na ako. Although nakakaintindi naman ako dati. Kaya lang mahirap pumick up yung utak ko. Pero ngayon, nakakaintindi naman na ako. Kaya lang, dun pa rin ako sa, siguro stage 3 na to, na mahirap pa rin magsalita ng English pag makakaintindi ka na. May mga stage yan eh. Kasi dati, pagka nakarinig ka ng English, hindi pa rin pumapasok sa tenga mo yung anong meaning, di ba? Pero ngayon, nakakaintindi na ako ng English. Kaya lang, mahirap nang ilabas sa bunganga ko yung English na yun. Kung ikukwento ko na ba siya o paano ko ba ikukwento sa inyo to, ganyan. Kasi kung napakinggan ko yung English na story, tapos ikukwento ko yung Tagalog, parang ang hirap na yung anuhin. Ngayon, i-realize ko. Di, ano nga ulit, what's the story that we're listening earlier?
Which one?
I forgot. Kenneth.
About the shamans?
About the,
There's a lot of stories.
okay, tell me one. I forgot eh. You can tell me. Wala naman wala sa sarili to.
I remember the ones about the Christians.
Oh yeah. Tell
Among
me that.
Christians where they just pretend to be Christians but really they didn't believe. And that's why they're having a lot of problems in their life.
Ang hirap pa naman sa lalo na noon nga, di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo yung mga bagets pa ako. No. Tutumba na yung akin sa'yo. Kasi dati may nang aakay din sa akin na maging Christian, kahit magsimba ka lang sa Christian. Kaya lang kasi ang lagi kong malayo nga. Eh noong time na yun wala akong pamasahe, ganyan. Parang nalalayuan ba ako? Pero ngayon,
Like the one guy, he was pretending to be a Christian but behind closed door, he's practicing black magic and
yeah,
it's not good. He's practicing black magic. And I think he ended up dying or something like that.
he hung himself.
I don't remember, but he ended up dying. I don't remember how he died.
Ito nga yung pamilya nga rin niya, nahirapan siyang iakay. Kumaga, alam nyo, kaya namin minsan, gusto namin silang ipa-convert as a Christian. Para yung belief namin, maging belief nila. Diba? Baby, what is the reason why you want your family to become a Christian?
Because now I see the truth and I want all of them to be saved. And once you know the truth, we can never go back.
But is your answer that means that only Christian can be saved?
Well, not only Christians, but people who believe in Jesus and they believe that He's the one that can save you because He is the bridge between us and God. So, only Him alone can do it, and even He said so. He's the only one.
So even though they are not Christian, they can still
Even though you are not Christian, but if you believe in Him and you have a relationship with Him, I believe you can be saved.
yes.
But even if you are a Christian, but you don't really believe in Him and you don't have a relationship, then you're still not going to make it. You won't be saved.
Yeah.
And I believe that to be true because I've heard so many stories where there are lots of Christians, priests, pastors, popes, like religious leaders. They're in hell right now because they use it to their advantage. They use it to control people, and they use it for power, but they never truly believe in it. So just being a Christian alone or saying you are a Christian alone is just not enough. But if you truly believe with all your heart and you have a relationship with Him, then that's what really, really matters. That's why that one pastor that you're listening to, he said that religion doesn't matter. So it's kind of true,
Yeah.
but it's only half true. Like I said, it does kind of matter, but then it doesn't matter at the same time. It doesn't matter because as long as you believe in Him and you say He's the one, you accept Him, then your religion doesn't matter. But that's just how it is. So I think that's what's important.
Kaya gusto ko rin yung pamilya ko na maging Christian ba. Para naman naman yung belief ko, eh maging belief din nila na, oh, ganito, masama yan. Actually, sa mga pagiging Christian, wala namang masyadong rules na dapat linggo-linggo magsimba ka. Hindi naman ganun eh. Kahit Christian ka, tapos hindi ka nagsisimba, okay lang, at least meron kang relationship kay God. Diba? Wala lang, na ano lang ako.
Right here.
You're gonna step?
No, I need to use that.
You're gonna po? Pag-break muna kayo mga kachupa. Kailangan na ito mag-CR. Since yung asawa ko nag-CR, mag-CR muna siya. Ako naman, chikahan muna tayo dito kasi medyo matagal-tagal na rin nakabiyahe at hindi na tayo nagchichikahan. Yung mga kachupa, nagbaon ako ng papaya kasi ito masasayang ang papaya ko. Alam niyo naman ang papaya healthy. Kain tayo mga kachupa. Sarap pa rin kahit pa paano. Ay, si chika ko. May nagtanong sa akin sa comment. Ngayon natin sagutin kasi ngayon tayo may oras. Ayan, sabi niya, binalikan ko yung message. Sabi niya, bigyan ko daw ng 3 advice sa mga people na gustong mag-move abroad, tapos yung mga regrets ko daw, yung mga more so ever, mga ganyan. Alam mo mga kachupa, yung pag-move sa ibang country, tulad nito, Amerika, sobrang ibang-iba sa Philippines. Actually, may pros and cons. Yung pros natin mga kachupa, syempre magandang buhay dito sa Amerika. Isa na yung pros na wala nga masyadong away, yung mga kapitbahay na away, mga ganyan. Yung alam mo ba yung na lagi natin naranasan sa Philippines na kapitbahay mo lagi mong kaaway, yung konting chikahan dito, chikahan doon, chismosa dito, mga ganyan. Dito sa Amerika mga kachupa, hindi uso dito yun. In case na lang na yung kapitbahay mo, lahat ng kapitbahay mo, ka-close mo talaga. Kaya nga doon sa kapitbahay ko, ibibihira lang din ako makipag-close. Kasi syempre, iba-iba naman kaming race. Iba-iba yung race ko. Kung buti sana kasi mga kapitbahay ko, mga Pilipino rin, okay lang sana. Actually mga kachupa, may mga Pilipino rin na na iniiwasan din nilang makipag-close sa mga ganyang ibang race dahil syempre hindi natin alam na baka mamaya mas iba yung yung amats nila pagka nalintikan sila. Alam mo yun? Hindi ko ma-explain pero kasi ibang iba kasi ang buhay sa Amerika sa Pinas. So ayun ang mga pros na mga nagugustuhan ko rito sa Amerika, yung mga walang chismis, walang away sa mga kapitbahay, mga ganyan. Yung yung kalat mo, ganyan, parang ganon. Yung kalat mo, hindi kayo marunong magwalis ng harapan, yung mga ganon, walang ganon dito kasi ang alalaki nga ng mga bakuran nila, 'di ba? So hindi maliit na bagay sa kanila yung mga ganon. At saka yung mga never talagang nakipag-away yung asawa ko sa mga kapitbahay. Actually, ang ginagawa dito sa Amerika, fine-friend nila ang neighbor nila para in case na may mangyari sa kanila, merong titingin sa kanila. Ganun po dito sa Amerika. Kaya ibang-iba po talaga sa sa Philippines, diba? Tayo gusto natin makipag-close kasi pag may kailangan tayo na wala tayong gamit na ganun, pwede natin yun sa kapitbahay, yung mga ganun, diba? Ayun yung mga, kaya lang kasi dito mga kachupa sa Amerika, hindi pwede maghiraman. Although, okay lang manghiraman kung ka-close mo talaga yung kapitbahay mo. Kasi yung aming kapitbahay na si Stacy, mabait siya mga kachupa. Siya, talagang friendly neighbor. Mabait talaga siya sa mabait. Kaya lang hindi pa rin natin masasabi na mabait ang isang tao pagka nakita lang natin siya at nakasalamuha ng isang beses, 'di ba? So ayun nga yung mga pros and cons. Ang cons naman mga kachupa, mahal nga lang. Maganda ang buhay, cost of living naman talaga sobrang mahal. Kaya ganun talaga ang kung gusto mo ng buhay na maganda, talagang pagsisikapan mo talaga. Din kaya nga ko na parang nare-realize ko sa buhay na kung gusto mo talaga, paghirapan mo. yun yung ano ko, yun yung napag-isipan ko sa sarili ko na ganun pala talaga. Kasi kung hindi mo talaga gusto, o kaya ginusto mo lang, para wala lang, may masabi lang, or maibrag ka lang, eh parang nakaka-ano naman. Tapos, pumunta ka sa ibang bansa, wala ka palang pera, eh ano ka dito? Ano ka, magda-dumpster diving ka, mga ganun. 'Di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng ganun dito. Hindi mo naman alam na lahat ng basurahan merong ganung laman tulad nung nakikita natin sa Facebook. Hindi ganun dito, mga kachupa. Hindi totoo 'yun. Siguro may mga ilang bansa lang, mga ilang lugar lang na ganun lang ganun ang ganapan. Siguro makukuha nila yun sa labas ng Walmart, supermarket, mga ganyan kasi pagka malapit na ma-expired, tinatapon nga nila, mga kachupa. Yung mga pagkabinet na ayaw mo na, ilalagay mo lang sa tapat ng bahay mo, yun yung mga yun. Kasi kaya nila ginagawa yun, kasi nga may bayad ang basurahan dito. Monthly yata nila binabayaran yung basurahan. Samantalang sa atin, di ba, abuloy lang, yung sa araw-araw pa nila pinipick up, di ba? Kaya nga sabi ko, may bayad pala ang basurahan dito. Ngayon ko lang napagtanto kasi sa tagal kong nakatira sa Philippines, hindi ako nagbabayad ng basurero. Kasi alam ko government emirate yun, di ba? Yung regret, meron pa akong regret, mga kachupa. Hindi ko alam na kapag nakapangasawa ka ng foreigner, lagi mo silang iintindihin. No? Akala ko sila lang mag-iintindi sa atin kasi tayo ang foreigner dito. Pero kailangan mo rin silang intindihin, mga kachupa. Kasi hindi basta-basta ang pagiging mag-asawa. Kailangan meron kang ingredients na pagiging patient, understanding, and to have commitment. Ano yung mga kachupa? Kasi diba, alam mo, may mga kaibigan ako na ayaw talaga nila magpakasal. Kasi nga, na-experience nila sa mga family nila na maagang naghiwalay yung family nila, ganyan. Pero alam mo, kinukonsider ko pa rin as a Christian, dahil Christian na nga kami, kinukonsider ko pa rin na magpakasal sila. Kasi alam mo, mga kachupa, lalo na't nagbabasa na ako ng Bible, kasalanan pala. Alam mo, hindi ko alam to Although sinasabi na sa akin ng nanay ko to noon pa nung nakikisama pa rin ako sa sa ex ko noon, yung live-in partner. Mali pala yun, mga kachupa. Ngayon ko lang napagtanto sa sarili ko na ang tagal-tagal ko nang ginawa. Ngayon ko lang, pero at least kahit pa paano na ginawa ko yun, merong isang nanay ko nagsabi sa akin na mali yung ginagawa ko. 'Di ba? At least merong nagsabi sa akin na mali nga yung ginagawa ko, nakikipag-live-in ako nang hindi kami kasal. 'Di ba? Pero at least okay na kasi 'di ba? Kung hindi talaga sa'yo yung taong yun, eh talagang may mangyayari talaga, 'di ba? Ayun, yung nagpakasal ako sa asawa ko, hindi ko alam na kailangan ko rin pala siyang intindihin. Kasi nga ibang-iba nga yung kinalakihan niya, kinalakihan ko. Kaya dun sa mga mag-aasawa ng foreigner, hindi basta-basta na pag nakapangasawa ka, jackpot ka na, hindi. Merong mga advantage at disadvantage na mangyayari sa buhay mo. Yun nga yung kailangan mo intindihin sila palagi. Hindi lang sa ugali, mga kachupa, intindihin mo rin yung pananalita nila, yung attitude nila. Kasi minsan nagjo-joke na pala sila, mga kachupa, nagjo-joke na pala sila, hindi mo pa rin magets yung joke nila, hindi ka pa rin natawa sila, parang na-offend na, di ba? Kaya, naku, mga kachupa, hindi ko lang masabi. Siguro mga ilang beses na rin yung asawa ko nag-joke sa akin, pero hindi pa rin minsan na-slow pa rin yung utak ko na, ay, joke pala yun. Di ba? May mga ganun, mga kachupa, hindi mo masabi na, ay, nakapangasawa ng foreigner, jackpot, ganap. Hindi, mga kachupa, marami pa rin pagdadaanan na hindi lang ganyan. Although okay nga yung buhay ko rito, mabait naman yung asawa ko. Alam mo kaya naging ganyan yan kasi ngayon lang ako naging panatag dyan kasi nga meron na kaming Christian na ako, may Christian na siya, lagi na kami nagdadasal, meron na kami relationship with God. Yung panatag na ba ako na hindi ako lulukuhin na ito, hindi to babalik sa ex mo. kahit ilang minuto lang yung bahay ng ex niya sa amin. Kasi ang isip ko, mga kachupa, yung Catholic ako. Syempre lahat ng negative situation pumap up na yan sa utak ko na, ay paano pagka mag-away kami ng asawa ko? Baka mamaya yung asawa ko kumatok sa ex niya. Ano ba yung mga kachupa? Yung mga sign na ganun, demonic pala yun, mga kachupa. Kaya sabi ko sa asawa ko nun, kaya pala minsan maraming negative thoughts na pumapasok sa isipan ko na paano pag nag-away tayo, ganyan. Sabi naman ng asawa ko, makikita mo yung demonyo na magpa-pop up sa utak mo kasi ang demonyo kaya kanyang bigyan ng thoughts ng negative ng mga ganyan. Kasi kung hindi demonyo yan, hindi ka bibigyan ng negative thoughts, laging positive, di ba? Sabi niya, makikita mo talaga yung work of devil sa work of angel na bibigyan ka ng negative thoughts. Kasi nung kasal pa daw siya doon sa ex niya, lagi daw nila pinag-uusapan para daw pag naghiwalay sila, ganyan. Nung time na yun, hindi pa sila Christian, mong pa sila. So, lagi silang nag-uusap na pagka ganyan, pag naghiwalay sila, anong gagawin nila, saan may mga anak nila, hanggang sa nangyari, mga kasyupa. Kasi daw, pagka ganyan daw ang pinapasok mo sa utak mo, mga negative thoughts, ganyan din daw talaga ang magiging sitwasyon mo. Kaya, mas okay daw na ang ipasok mo sa utak mo is puro positive thoughts para ganyan din ang kalabasan ng alam mo yun. Kaya nga sabi ko, mga kachupa, lagi akong positive. Kasi minsan pagka may nagpa-pop up sa utak ko ng negative thoughts, iniiba ko agad. Alam mo yun, yung sabi ko, inaatake na naman ako ng mga demonyo thoughts ko, mga ganun. Pagka ganyan daw, mga kachupa, ibahin nyo agad, change nyo agad, sabi nyo, hindi magkakatotoo yan. Baguhin nyo. Kasi pagka ganun na iisip ko, ang lagi kong binabalik, parang siyang picture frame na nagpa-pop up agad sa utak mo, may mga picture ka na, yung mga ganyan-ganyan na ganitong mangyayari, ganyan mangyayari, pero alam mo, ang ginagawa ko sa isip ko, kumukuha ako ng good positive way na hindi, ang mangyayari pag tumanda kami ng asawa ko, ganyan, magandang buhay namin, maganda yung family namin, lahat kami Christian, kung gano'n lagi yan pumapapap sa utak ko kaya sabi ko, okay lang sana yung negative thoughts, lubayan nyo na yan, mga kachupa, yung mga negative thoughts na yan, hindi maganda siya sa isip, para siyang lason na pagka nilason yung utak mo, ganun yung gagawin mo, ganun na yung mo, kaya yung kaibigan ko, nagpi-picture out ko na siya kung bakit ganyan niya yung thought niya, lagi niya naiisip na pagka magpakasal kami ng ang jowa ko, baka in the future maghiwalay din kami, ganyan tulad nung nangyari sa parents ko, yung ganon, di ba? Kaya alam mo, may mga ganon palang tao, syempre hindi mo maiiwasan na alam mo yun, hindi, kasi ako kahit Christian na ako, mga kachupa, nagkakaroon pa rin ako ng negative thoughts. Kasi one time, mga kachupa, kailan lang to nung siguro 1 week ago, nakita ko nag-text yung kanyang ex sa jowa ko, sa asawa ko. Tapos nag-text siya, akala ko, kasi kasama namin yung mga kids noon, pumunta kami ng mall, birthday ata ng anak niya. So tinreat namin yung anak niya, pumunta kami ng mall, lumabas kami, nag-shopping kami, ganyan. Akala ko naman, mga kachupa, may sinasabi na yung ex niya doon sa asawa ko. Siyempre ako, kunwari, patay mali siya, hindi ko nabasa, mga ganyan. Nung hanapin ko na yung cellphone ng asawa ko dahil, mga kachupa, hindi ko mahanap. So, isa-isip ko, may tinatago yata yung asawa ko, hindi ko mahanap yung cellphone. Sabi ko, tapos yung pala, naiwan namin sa sasakyan niya. Sabi ko, naiwan mo yata yung sasakyan, yung cellphone mo sa sasakyan mo. So, kinuha niya. Pagkakuha niya, kinuha niya ulit, mga kachupa, nilagay niya sa bulsa. So, sabi ko, sa isip-isip ko, may tinatago to. Pabasa sa akin yung yung ex niya, ganyan. So, ako naman, mga time na yun, mga alas 3 na ng gabi, hindi ako makatulog kasi sa isipan ko, nagtatago na yung asawa ko ng mga messages. Siyempre, ako, negative talaga, alam mo yun, kahit Christian na ako, kahit may relationship na ako with God, nandun pa rin yung negative thoughts, yung devil talaga, demonic na baka Mag-ano na ba yung tinatago ni asawa ko, ganyan. Pero yung natulog yung asawa ko, mga kachupa. Pinakailaman ko yung cellphone ng asawa ko, mga kachupa. Binasa ko yung text ng ex niya. Sabi pala ng ex niya, may ice, andaw ice. Kasi yung ice dito sa Amerika, mga kachupa, yung ice, na, hindi yung yung snow yung ice, yung immigration emirate na nagbabahay-bahay daw, ganyan na ano daw, baka daw kunin ako habang nasa mall kami. Sabi naman ni Paper, nag-reply naman si Paper, sabi naman ni Paper, huwag ka mag-alala, ano to, legal to, legal ko pinasok si Winnie, ganyan, hindi naman to na walang papers, kaya okay lang. Kasi yung mga iba kasi iniisip na illegal ako, yung ganyan, kasi nga wala pa akong green card. Actually, totoo, masasabi kong illegal ako kasi nga wala akong hawak, mga kachupa, wala akong hawak actually. Pero legal akong pumasok dito na ang hawak kong visa is K1 visa. So legal, actually legal talaga, pero wala kasing due date yung kung kailan ka magkakaroon ng green card, mga ganyan. Wala kasing due date yun, mga kachupa, kung kailan mo gustong magkaroon ng green card. Kasi ang government ngayon, naiintindihan naman nila kung bakit yung iba hindi pa nag-green card dahil nga mahal talaga. Nasa 1,440 yata dollars i-convert nyo lang sa 80, 90,000 mga ganon. Actually mahal talaga siya, kaya alam din ng mga government na hindi namin minamadali yung mga nag-K1 visa na magkaroon agad ng green card. Actually, ang mga dinideport lang yung mga may pinatay, yung may nang rape, yung wala talagang papel na pumasok sa US, yung pumasok lang using the borders, yung wala talagang papel, mga kachupa, yun talaga ang pinadideport. Hindi yung mga K1 visa na katulad ko, hindi ganun. Kaya sabi ko, yung pagkabasa ko nung message na yon, sabi ko, nakahinga ako ng maluwag, makakatulog din ako ng mahimbing. Kasi mga kachupa, yung time na hindi ko pa nababasa yung message ng ex niya, parang feeling ko may sinabi ata siya about sa akin. Kasi may nakita ko Winnie yung pala yung ex niya, concern lang pala sa akin. So parang sabi ko, okay, may concern pala yung ex niya sa akin na baka magkuhain ako ng immigration, mga ganyan. So, natutuwa lang din ako. Akala ko kasi, bakit nag-chat yan about sa akin, mga ganun. Nandiyan na yung asawa ko. Wala lang, chinika ko lang sa'yo, pero hindi ko chinika yun sa asawa ko, ha. Tay-tay lang to, mga kachupa, kaya tinagalog ko na lang. Ha? Tay-tay lang. Maybe you want papaya? Natutuwa ako, mga kachupa, gagawin. So baby, someone asking me what is the pros and cons living outside the country. And I was telling that the pros is the one that moving in the different country is having good life, good neighborhood.
You mean here in the United States?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant outside.
I mean here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling that having a good life, having easy life, and have a good neighborhood, there's no gossip anything or anywhere, something like that. And then the cons, the cons is the one that it's so much expensive to live here. That's the only
It
cause.
depends where you
right?
live. Yeah, it depends where you live. If you live in the big city, yeah, but if you live in a smaller town, it's pretty decent. It's not too bad.
What about here in the Wisconsin?
Wisconsin is pretty moderate. It's not bad. It's not super good, but it's not
in the
bad.
middle.
It's just in the middle. Like in your country, it's really good if you live in a province, but if you live in the big city, then it costs just as high or the same.
Yeah.
I think it just really depends where you live. Like here in the United States, there are some places that are really cheap too. Like if you live
Yung dad niya.
in the very small town, and maybe you're way out in the country where there's not a lot of people, but it's not going to be a lot cheaper. It's just going to be a little bit cheaper. Like for example, in Washington, in California and Florida and Texas, it's so much more expensive to live there because everybody wants to go there.
I was laughing because I remember your dad was telling you, why you just sell your house and move here? How much yung tatay niya? Anong kala niya
He
napakadali?
doesn't know all the steps involved.
Yeah.
You know, all the things you have to do to.
Gusto kasi ng
actually
tatay
get
niya,
there.
mga kachupa. Siyempre, actually, ang matatanda, ayaw na ng mga snow, mga kachupa.
But I promise you, if we ever win the lottery, we'll move wherever you want. If you want to move back to the Philippines, we can go there.
Eme.
The only place I'll go to is not the province. The only place I'll go to is Tagaytay, because then it's really good there. We'll buy a nice house
no,
there, and then we'll
don't
live there.
believe in the Tagaytay because there's a volcano there. It's very active.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
the
know.
volcano that we see.
Uh-huh.
That's very active volcano.
Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time the volcano exploded?
Last year, I guess.
Last year.
Yeah. It's very active, eh.
Oh, that's not good then.
Yeah.
But the weather there is good.
Yeah.
But if we ever win the lottery, we can move pretty much anywhere in the world. Maybe we'll move to Dubai. I'll keep my citizenship here, but we could still move there, and then I'll just extend my visa to like a 10-year stay.
Amas. You have Amas.
What's that?
Crazy. Something like crazy.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I mean, I think, are you willing to move different country?
Well, as long as I keep my citizenship here and I just extend my visa stay, then it's not a problem. Like you could extend your visa stays up to like 10 years or something like that. Sometimes some country they allow up to 5 years. So then you could go there, move there, and stay there for 5 years, and when your visa expires, you just move out. And that's what a lot of rich people are doing. They just apply for a visa to stay in that country, and then they keep their citizenship so they can come back whenever they want. Like some people, they move to like France, they stay there for a couple of years, they get bored, they move somewhere else. Because if you're rich, you can move anywhere. And if I do that, then I might not end up moving like any furniture. Like if I decide to, like let's just say we decide to move to Dubai and I buy a house there, and we have a lot of furniture in there. When we move out, then I just sell the whole house to them. So you don't have to move anything. And then when you move to a new house, you just buy stuff again. So because you sold all your stuff, so you just replace it. So it's easier to do that than to move all your stuff.
Yeah. Oo, ganun mga mayayaman mga katsugpa. Pag nagsisell sila ng mga bahay, ini-include na nila yung mga gamit. Ganun makikita mo talaga yung mga mayayaman na pati gamit sinasama na sa sa bahay. Kaya mga katsugpa, mahaba yung... But what if you didn't win the lottery? We're not gonna...
And then we'll keep doing what we're doing. And it's okay with me.
Yeah. And I don't think we're gonna win because we're not playing.
Well, I said that we'll buy tickets whenever we see like good signs or good dream or anything like that. But otherwise, it's not going to be a normal routine for me anymore. I used to buy it every time I stop at the gas station, and now I don't do it.
Ang maganda lang dito mga katsugpa.
Ready?
Pag sa small town ka nakatira, walang masyadong mga traffic, walang masyadong mga karnapan. Kasi sa mga lugar na maraming fraternity, may uso-uso sa kanila ang karnapan. Magugulat kayo ang car mo, wala na dun sa parking. Oo, ganun yun. Na-experience ng asawa ko yan, yung dun sila nakatira sa California. Yung car niya, na nakakuha ng ng, B, what's that? The one that someone stole you inside your car? What they stole?
A long time ago?
Yeah?
Just my CD player.
Yung CD player pa daw. Buti nga sabi ko, buti nga hindi sasakyan yung ninakaw. Buti yung CD lang, di ba? So, halika na mga katsupan. Naririnig na yung aking asawa ko ng podcast. So, makikinig muna ulit kami.